The first episode in the Grant Writing Tutorials audio podcast will answer the question, what's wrong? What's wrong in the community that you want to solve through grant money? You see, the reason people write grant proposals is because they want to secure grant funding to solve a problem in the community. But if you don't explain the problem correctly in a way that resonates with the grant funders, you will not get grant funding. So you have to start with explaining one problem that you want to solve in your community using grant money. So, throughout the podcast, I'm going to use a scenario that's going to be like a thread throughout all of the episodes. A scenario about a problem. The problem that I'm going to use as an example describes food deserts. Let's pretend that you are a grant writer for a nonprofit organization and your job is to get grant funding to solve the problem of food deserts in your community. So, to answer the question, what's wrong? We're going to say the problem in this community is the fact that we have food deserts. So now, what's a food desert? A food desert is a location that, or a community that does not have adequate food sources for people to have healthy food to eat. A food desert is a community where people only have access to unhealthy food. So, what's wrong? Well, the problem with that is in the community or in a community that does not have healthy food options, people will suffer from different ailments. They could suffer from obesity, they could suffer from hypertension, they could suffer from diabetes, they could suffer from cholesterol, and the list goes on and on. So that's what's wrong, right? That's a problem, right? So when you're writing your problem statement for a grant proposal, you have to make it clear to the grant funders that there is an issue that needs to be solved in the community. Now, let's take it a step further. We've already identified the problem, right? We've already said that food deserts are the problem in the community or represent a problem in the community. So, who's impacted? You want to answer this question in this first step of the grant writing process. Who or describe the target group of people who are impacted by the lack of healthy food in the community? Well, children could be included in that number, adults, the elderly. What I'm asking you to do is paint a picture of the people in the community who are impacted by food deserts. Let's go one more step. Let's talk about the actual community. Describe the community. Is it a small town? Is it a large city? Tell me more about the community. Name it. Name it. What is the name of the town? What is the name of the section of the town? It could be just a small section of a town. It doesn't have to be a whole town or a whole city. It could be one section of that city. The north side of ABC City or the south side of ABC City. But you want to paint a picture of the area that's impacted by the food deserts. And what I mean by paint a picture, you want to describe it, the area, in a way that grant funders can visualize what you're saying or can visualize the area. For example, if I said the small town of Clio, South Carolina, with a population of roughly 700 people, does not offer healthy food options to the residents. Can you visualize that? The town of Clio only has one stoplight. In the downtown area, you will see buildings that are not in good condition. You will see one Dollar General store in town that is the primary source of food options for the residents. Can you visualize that? Do you see Clio, South Carolina now? That's what you want to be able to do when you complete the problem statement. And the problem statement is the first section of all grant proposals that you write. That's where you start. That's the foundation. You have to bring me in as a grant funder. Bring me into the conversation. Let me know how my money will solve a problem. But before I give you grant funding, if I'm a grant funder, I need to know what the money will solve. And so that's why this first section lays the foundation for everything else that comes in the grant proposal, because this is your only time to really let the grant funder know, okay, we have something going on in this community that we need to solve for the sake of the people who live there. This is it. You don't see the problem statement anymore in a grant proposal to this extent. You might remind grant funders later on that, okay, remember now we're talking about food deserts. But as far as elaborating on the problem to this extent, the first section is your chance to do that. Another thing you should do in this section is provide statistical data from a reputable source. You could say, or you could do your research about Clio, South Carolina, and it would be so helpful if you could say that 12% of the residents live with diabetes as a result of not having adequate healthy food sources. That would really help. And you could say, according to the Department of Health and Environmental Control in South Carolina, 12% of the residents in Clio, South Carolina, live with diabetes due to the lack of healthy food sources. Doesn't that make you feel like the information has more credibility because it's relying on or using or including a reliable source of information about the residents? So, again, this is the first episode in a series of 25 episodes in the Grant Writing Tutorials audio podcast. The first episode answers the question, what's wrong? In the official name of this section of the grant proposal is the problem statement. How do you feel? Are you ready to write a problem statement for the grant proposals that you're writing to help people in your community with the financial resources you need to help people in your community? I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for subscribing to the Grant Writing Tutorials audio podcast. If you ever have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me at www.trustsusanwoods.com and click on the Contact Us link and share any questions or concerns that you have about this podcast. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.